He says this in Exodus 6. But the Lord said to Moses, now, this had to happen, so now you shall see what I will do to Pharaoh. For with a strong hand he will send them out, and with a strong hand he will deliver them out of his land. God intentionally delayed delivering the people so that they would know that God has a strong hand and he alone is able to deliver them. Because think about it, if Moses would have came and Pharaoh would have listened to Moses and they would have left the land, what would have happened? Wow, Moses is a really good negotiator. Moses is our Savior. He's our leader. He's the one we really need to follow. Look what Moses did. But the eye shouldn't be on Moses. The eye should be on God. You see, it was God who saved them. And God accomplishes this through delay and failure so that the credit doesn't go to Moses, but to the one who is actually saving them, which is God. And I think God brings failure into our lives for the same reason. He brings failure and later successes because then we've exhausted every option so that when we know the success comes, it hasn't come from ourselves, it hasn't come from our own intelligence, it's really come from God. Now some people say, Kyle, why is God so concerned with his own glory? Why does he want to get the credit? I mean, it's like Oprah. Is God got like this jealousy problem? Why does God care about receiving glory? Well, let me solve this problem through an analogy. Let's say there's a doctor who has a cure for cancer, and I'm his assistant. Well, we put the first patient he's ever going to work on under operation, and the doctor gives me some instructions, but he's really the one doing the surgery. I help, but I don't really understand the procedure. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just following orders. Well, when the patient wakes up, the doctor's out of the room, and the patient turns to me and says, wow, you've done it. You've saved me from cancer. And I said, yeah, I'm pretty good like that. Well, news spreads. The whole world comes to me to get their cure from cancer, and you know what the problem is? I don't know how to cure them. I'm a fraud. I was just using a technique that I was taught from somebody else. I'm probably going to kill you. I was just serving the one who can actually save you. And brothers and sisters, the same reason is true for God. God must demonstrate his uniqueness because he really is unique. He really is the only one we are made for. He really is the only one who can bring life into death. He really is the only one who can speak into the nothingness. He alone is Savior. It's not arrogant of God. He really is the only hope. I mean, if you were the only person in the world who could cure someone from cancer, it would be selfish for you not to tell others about it. Right? It's grace and kindness that God gets glory because he is the one who brings life and joy and peace to people. And that's why God doesn't share his glory, because he's the only one who truly possesses it. You know, I think sometimes in the church, we fail to learn this lesson. We get so caught up in men and their methods and in all this kind of stuff, instead of realizing that every good gift comes from God.